Welcome to Trading Nation. I'm Brian Sullivan. We're joined now by Terry Simpson. He is multi-asset investment strategist at the BlackRock Investment Institute. Terry, welcome. You could buy, kind of sell whatever you want, multi-asset strategy and all. Did anything in your investment strategy or advice to clients change from yesterday to today, given the political news and the market downturn?
Yeah, listen, it's a big story today. We're going to have to see how this story evolves. I think how the market is reacting to the story is that basically, if it is true, and we don't know that, it would be a dent in a legislative agenda. And that would be somewhat troubling for a lot of investors who have been banking on fiscal stimulus as well as fiscal reform. So I would tell you that at BlackRock, we had always thought that was going to be part of this bonus for 2017. We weren't basing a lot of our portfolio decisions off of it, but the markets are reacting today to the downside, and we actually haven't seen this volatility for quite some time. So it's obviously a big story, but again, we're going to have to see how this evolves.
Will you change your strategy going forward if we continue to see political turmoil and or stock market declines? Will you shift your asset allocation strategy?
I think what's important is that because we've been in such low volatile environment for some time now, is we were talking with clients about really making sure that they were checking their asset allocation strategy. So making sure you have a broad-based portfolio, because if we do have future declines and we don't know when they're going to be, you want to be protected to the downside. Now today, where we have the VIX shooting up 3 points or so, we haven't really seen this in the course of 9 months or so. So I think what it will prove to investors is that they want to make sure that their risk assets are well balanced with some safe havens in the portfolio.
How about this? Do you think the overall economic outlook will change given what's going on in D.C.? Will people, stop their spending? Will corporate earnings be impacted by this? I find it hard to make that connection, but hey, you're the expert.
Yeah, I don't think so right now. Again, we're very, very in the early stages of this story, but something that we've been talking with clients about, even going back to the mid-portion of the year, is that we were having this really nice cyclical recovery that started, and it continued into 2017. And if you look at the markets in an aggregate perspective, within the last 2 days or so, markets were up positively. So we think that was investors buying into this kind of synchronized improvement in the global growth story, i.e. the global reflation trade. And that's also more important, I think, than some of the turmoil down in Washington. Not to say it's not important, but I think most investors are trying to focus on economic fundamentals.
Yeah, and of all the assets and asset classes that you guys study, Terry, is there one that stands out to you as maybe being the best?
Yeah, so it's a great question. It's really hard to look across equities, bonds, and try to find a lot of value. You really have to do a lot of homework here. I think what you want to step back and say is, are you being compensated for the level of risk that is built into some of these markets? When we step back in BlackRock, we just released our capital market assumptions last Monday. One of the things that we found is that we still think there's opportunity in international markets, particularly developed international, as well as emerging markets. So we're still positive on those markets. I would tell you they're no longer a secret. So I think new investors coming into these markets are going to have to compete with flows that have already been moving in. But I would say that if we do have some of these mini corrections like today, that can actually be a nice opportunity to put some capital to work in these international markets.
A lot of love for Europe lately. Terry Simpson, we appreciate your views. Thanks for joining us on Trading Nation.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
And folks, thank you as always for tuning in. We'll see you again next time. I'm Brian Sullivan. Take care.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.